So good morning, everybody. We're here at Mystic Fitness for Power Yoga on Saturday morning, April 3rd. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far, and thank you for joining us. My name is Amy. We're starting by lying on our backs, resting our toe peacefully on the ground, allowing the earth to hold us up. So just breathe in and exhale. Just taking things nice and simple. Softening all parts of the body that feel tight or stressed. Just let them soften. Softening all thoughts in the mind that feel harsh. And letting go of all judgment and opinion. And just replacing it with acceptance and love. We inhale and exhale. That's it. Come back to this beautiful place any point during this challenging practice. This is a very challenging practice. So when you need to break, you break. And when you need water, you drink water. And when a posture doesn't feel right to do, modify it or just skip it altogether. We're going to start gently by bringing our knees up in the air and putting one hand on each knee and just stirring those knees and drawing the knees towards your chest and away from your chest and opening and closing your legs. And if you stir your knees in one way, you change the direction and stir them in the opposite way. All the while being mindful of your breath, bringing in fresh streams of oxygen through your nose, letting that oxygen clean the interior of your entire body. It's called thorough breathing. And exhaling and pushing out the CO2 and other toxins that linger, especially the ones on the bottom of the lungs. Good. We'll take our legs up in the air and bring your hands to the insides of your feet for a happy baby position. So bend your knees and grab the insides of your feet and just take a happy baby there. Then you can take your thighs and wrap your arms around your shins and just kind of roll side to side and back and forth a little bit if your spine can tolerate that. Good. And maybe you rock and roll forward and back until you're upright and turn around and face the front. We'll sit with our heels underneath our butt, so under your hips, thighs together if possible. Relax the shoulders down the back. Just take a glance over to your right shoulder, elongating through the neck and just turning to face the right. And back to center and turning to face the left. And back to center. We'll start with our hands and heart center. Cleansing breath in and out together, followed by a breath in and the sacred sound of Om. So inhale and exhale. And inhale. Om. Enjoy your class. Have a great time. We're going to put our hands on the floor and start in a tabletop position. And in tabletop, the tops of your feet are flat on the floor. So try not to tuck the toes. We're going to start with just the tops of the feet relaxing on the floor. Our shoulders are above our wrists and our hips are above our knees. And knees are hips width distance apart. Start with a flat back. Okay, so we're going to flatten the back. We're going to draw our bellies in nice and deeply. This is called a neutral spine. Crown of head is pulling forward. From this neutral position, we take a big arch into cow pose. So inhale, lift your head, lift your tail, cow pose. Exhale to round and tuck chin to chest. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, arch. Exhale, around. Take a few more of these, arching with your inhale, rounding with your exhale, tucking. Inhale and exhale. We'll return to a neutral spine here, so flatten your back. Good. With that flat back now, tuck those toes under, and we come into bear pose by tucking the toes and lifting the knees. The knees are 2 inches off the floor. Use your core strength. Then step your right foot back and your left foot back for a high plank position. Hold this, belly draws in. Then right foot, the knee bends and the toes step again, knee is elevated. And left foot, bear pose. Knees come down, tops of the feet flat on the floor. Inhale, we arch. Exhale, we round. Inhale, neutral spine, flat back. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, bear pose. Hold that. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back. Hold that, plank. Good. Right foot steps in, left foot steps in, bear pose, hold it. Good. Knees come down, tops of the feet flat. Inhale, we arch. And exhale, we round. Nice job, Lizzie. Inhale, flat back, neutral spine. Tuck those toes, lift the knees, bear pose. We're going to take it on the left now, okay? So left foot steps back, right foot steps back. Plank, hold it. Good. Left toes come in, right toes come in. Bear pose, hold it. Nice. Knees come down, tops of the feet flat on the floor. Inhale, we arch. Exhale, we round. Inhale, flat back. Tuck your toes under, lift the knees. Bear pose. Here we go. Left foot steps back, right foot steps back. Plank, hold it. Left foot steps in, right foot steps in. Bear pose, knees drop, tops of feet flat on the floor. Inhale, we arch. And exhale, we round. Inhale, flat back, neutral spine. I'd like to add a chaturanga in there. One more set on each side. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Tuck your toes under, lift the knees. Good. Right foot steps, left foot steps, high plank. If you've got chaturanga in you, roll forward on the toes, squeeze the elbows in, bend them, low plank. Push up, high plank. Very hard to do that. Right foot steps in, left foot steps in, knees come down, tops of feet flat on the floor. Inhale, we arch. Exhale, we round. Inhale, flat back. Tuck your toes under and lift your knees up, bear pose. Here's your left foot stepping back, your right foot stepping back, high plank, chaturanga. Ooh. And left foot steps in, right foot steps in, knees come down, tops of feet flat on the floor. Guess what? Spread those knees, push your hips back. Child's pose. Good work, everybody. The wrists might be a little taxed at this point. So if that's you, you can roll out those wrists. Coming on your elbows here in child's pose, raising the wrists and just turning them a little bit. And we can also return to tabletop and try to bring your fingers pointing inward toward your knees. And that can help the wrists as well. And if it's too intense, then you kind of lean forward a little bit. And if you'd like more intensity of a stretch there, you lean back a little bit. Good. So you can play with that. And then bring your knees together and let's sit back up on those heels again. And take your magnetic wrists. So you bring the wrists together. And as though they are magnetically attached, you're just going to kind of spin around here. I watched a documentary about Twyla Tharp last night on PBS, and she's 78 now, or this was filmed 2 years ago when she was 78, and still so vibrant and so beautiful. And she just said, guys, you just have to always move. You know, she was a really avant-garde choreographer in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and into the 2000s. And still so vibrant and moving all the time. Physically moving, you know. And accept that movement's going to feel different at different phases in your life. Not that it gets any worse or that getting older gets any harder, but it's just different. And you work with the differences. So you can shake out your hands and your wrists. Okay, good. All the while giving our shins and our quads a nice stretch and not even realizing it, so that's pretty cool. We're going to put our hands on the floor, tuck our toes under, and pick your hips up. This is our first downward facing dog of this gorgeous morning. Belly draws in and hips rise up high. And you might want to start pedaling back, bending one knee at a time, pressing one heel at a time into the ground, walking your dog, moving your hips side to side, pressing hips back. Let's work the quads a little bit here. Bend the knees. And then push forward, spring forward into a controlled high plank position. Squeeze the thighs. So we inhale, down dog and knees bend, like you're loading up a spring. And then exhale. Use your core strength to come forward, high plank. And do this a few times. It's plank rolling. Firing up those inner thighs. Now we'll bend our knees, look forward actually, and walk your feet forward to meet your hands for a halfway lift. With hands on the shins, we inhale, crown of head pulls forward. It's a flat back here. Exhale, a little bend in the knees and round down. Take a few of those. Hands on the shins, inhale, crown of head pulls forward, spine is long. And exhale, a little bend in the knees, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. And exhaling, forward fold. And the next time we inhale, press the feet firmly into the floor. Put a little bend in those knees. I want you to work from the core and use those strong, that inner spine, the frontal spine, the deep core muscles to push yourself up and rise all the way up into standing. 2 arms reach above your head and breathe. Good. Prayer hands come down to heart center as you ground. So inhale and exhale. Look over that right shoulder again. And look back to center and look over left shoulder. And back to your center. Let's take some side stretches here. So inhale, circle, sweep high. And exhaling, right arm drops, left arm stays up. And we just take a side bend. Relax that right shoulder. Good. Inhale, rise back up. And exhaling. One more on each side. Breathe in. Good. One more up. Hands will meet and hands come to heart center in prayer. Roll out your shoulders. Take a drink of water. We're going to prepare for our first flow. Hope you're starting to feel warmed up. How do those wrists feel? Okay. So we'll inhale and sweep our arms up nice and high. Reach. Exhale, drawing prayer hands to heart center. Ground here, inhaling and exhaling. Good. Circle sweep again, and this time as you're doing that, the weight goes into your left leg and your right thigh draws up nice and high. Relax those shoulders, and if it's not tolerable having your arms in the air, because it does mean more core work, you can put your hands on your hips just as nice. So do what works for you. We're going to take the shin in our fingers, stand up tall and squeeze. It's called standing knee position. Great way to strengthen the glutes. Open it up to Nataraja pose. Right shin out to the right. Option to gaze at left hand. And when you shift that gaze, it's going to challenge your balance. Here we go, back to your center. Keep your thigh up. Let's put our left hand over the right thigh and stretch open to the right side. Now work from the core. I want the right side of your rib cage, the right side of your torso drawing back, and the left side of your torso pushing forward. So you're going to work from the core here. If the core is turned, then extend that arm and shoulder. Good. Let's come back to center. Arms out, thigh stays up. Straighten your leg. Take a big step forward on that right foot. Position your left foot behind you, coming to crescent lunge position or high lunge. Relax your shoulders. Good work. We'll take our high twist to the right here, so squeezing those thighs together. Open up to the right, high twisting to the right. Very nice. Relaxing those shoulders and arms are drawing apart. Both knees are bent. Right knee significantly more than the left. Inner thighs drawing together, keeping you stable. Take it back to Crescent Lunge proper. That's your inhale. Exhale, high twist it to the right again. Inhale, Crescent Lunge proper. Exhale, high twist it to the right. Take your back bend here so your right hand looks for the back of your left thigh and your left arm lifts up. Breathe. Chest is lifted, wide open. And from your high twist back bend, transition to Warrior Two by propelling the arms, dropping that left heel and opening up to the left side of your room. Warrior Two position. Breathe. Relax those shoulders, guys. This is a beautiful opportunity to work those wrists or relax the wrists, making little circles. I also like to rotate my arms and my shoulders here. And I land with palms facing the ceiling. Reverse that warrior. Inhale, reach. Hold this for another breath. Your exhale is going to be extended side angle lunge, so keep that right knee bent. And you find your extended side angle lunge to a point that feels good for you. There are so many versions. You can extend that right arm in front of you. You can line it up with your calf. You can take both arms up in the air like you're holding a giant medicine ball over your head. You take the version that works for you, extended side angle lunge. We're going to press through that right leg and straighten it out for a straight leg triangle. In straight leg triangle, some of you hold down on your ankle, some of you hold a block, some of you reach the floor. I place my hand right on my thigh. The reason being, if I go any lower, I'm compromising my upper body alignment. So I rest right here because this is what my body can do. Reverse that straight leg triangle. And while you're up there, you make a little target with that right hand. I make a little L. And then an arrow with your left hand. Breathe in and stretch that left arm back like you're drawing an arrow back in a bow. And breathe out and hit your target. Inhale, draw back. And exhale, hit your target. Draw back. Hit your target. One more time. Good. Land in that reverse triangle. Take it into Warrior Two by neutralizing the arms and bending that right knee. Relax those shoulders. And cartwheel the arms and step the left foot forward to meet the right, standing Tadasana. Good work. Roll out those shoulders. Circle sweep your arms, inhale, rise. Exhale, prayer hands to your heart center. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, circle sweep, and this time that left thigh comes up high with you. Capture the shin in your fingers, squeeze. Relax your shoulders. Open it up, Nataraja. Maybe shifting the gaze to the right. Good. Let's bring it back to center. Swapping out your hands. We're going to try to take this high twist, the standing twist to the left. Now you're going to work from the core. The left side of your body draws back and the right side pushes forward. One more breath here. Good. And back to center. We're going to keep that knee elevated. Circle, sweep arms up high. Inhale, rise. Push the heel forward. Take that gigantic step forward. Crescent lunge position. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Let's open it up, high twisting to the left. Inhale your crescent lunge proper. Exhale, high twist to the left. 2 more. Inhale. Here's your back bend, dropping the left hand back on that right thigh. More importantly, pushing the chest up, head drops back, heart is wide open to the universe. Hold this. Good. Warrior 2. Cartwheel those arms, drop the right heel. Relax those shoulders, straighten out your arms. Here you can circle your wrists, rotate the arms. And then palms open to the sky. Breathe in, reverse that warrior. Hold this. One more breath. Beautifully done. Extended side angle lunge. Find your version. So some of us take it this way, coming all the way down. You'll recognize this from Bikram. The bent knee triangle he does is really an extended side angle lunge. You might want to extend that left arm or bring both arms above you like you're holding a great big medicine ball. So you find what works for you. We push through to that straight leg triangle from here, so left leg lengthens. Left hand lands wherever it's able to. And I say that because, yes, I can reach the floor, but when I do that, you'll notice I start to turn my chest inward, and that's not okay for this posture. So I want to find a place where that chest is on the same plane as my hips. Breathe. From your straight leg triangle, reverse it, keeping those legs straight. And make that target with your left hand up in the air and the arrow with your right hand. And we're going to take some nice rotator cuff movements here. So stretch that arm, inhale, point the arrow, and draw back. 3 more at your pace. 2 more. Last one. Good. Returning to that reverse straight leg triangle. And warrior two proper. Flip your palms, breathe in, reverse that warrior. And breathing out, we cartwheel the arms and step the right foot forward to meet the left. We all meet in Tadasana. Roll out those shoulders, breathe in, and breathe it out. You guys are doing great. How do you feel so far? Pretty okay? Good. Good. Let's take eagle position. Okay, so you're on both feet standing. Yeah. You'll circle sweep up high. Really going to open up the shoulders and the upper back here. This is your right arm. It swings underneath your left, so you cross the arms, right arm under the left. And then bending at the elbows and crossing at the wrists, you find your hands together. But if that's unavailable, you hold a digit or put hands on shoulders. Those are your wings. Weight will then go into your left leg, and you pick that right leg up high, and you raise it up and over the left. Try to position the torso above the hips. What I'd like to take here is that nested eagle. Wings come down to the thighs. And from your nest, you're going to open those wings and send the right leg back, airplane position. Now in airplane, that the front of your right hip bone is pointing to the floor. So make sure that big toe is pointing downward. Option to either point the toe or flex the foot. Either way. Airplane is a lifted chest. It's a standing version of upward facing dog. Drop the right foot down, crescent lunge position. Good. Now I really want you to focus on the insides of your thighs here in crescent lunge as we take 3 dips, real slowly though. You're going to spread the arms out as those 2 knees bend. Come down and up. Come down and up. Come down and up. The last up is going to take that right leg up with you. It wraps up and over the left. Right arm sweeps under, so you're entering eagle in the reversed way. And what a beautiful flight that was. Eagle release. Circle sweep up. And prayer hands to your heart center. Breathe in and breathe out. Left side, inhale, sweep. This is your left arm. It gets placed under the right as those arms come down. And you see slow movements are beautiful for sculpting long muscle. So you take your time. You can move those elbows a little bit. You can find what kind of wings are going to work for you on Saturday, April 3rd. Good. Once you establish your wings, the left leg lifts up. I see people bending the knees in anticipation. That's a great way to get ready for eagle. On my left side, I'm not able to tuck my foot behind my calf, so you may discover, like I have, that the sides are sisters but not twins. And they can feel completely different and produce completely different results. Here we go, nest. and fly. And when you fly, the wings expand here. Breathe. Fly above the clouds, through the rainbows, above the mountains, not too close to the sun. Crescent lunge position. We'll take 3 beautiful dips, nice and slow. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. The third one, what happens? The left knee comes up, doesn't it? We wrap the legs. We re-wrap our wings, left arm underneath the right. Eagle, hold it. Beautiful, release. Circle sweep, hands to prayer, ground, inhaling and exhaling. How beautifully done, everybody. We're going to take it down now. So inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold down. Hands on the shins, inhale to flat back, that halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, hands on the floor. You can step or walk back, hop back, whatever your fancy is. Here's your plank position. Now, option here to come on the elbows. If the wrists are taxing, come on your elbows, plank, and or tabletop. Here's your side plank position. The right hand or right elbow comes underneath your heart, and you roll onto the right edge, the outside edge of your right foot for side plank. Now, if you're in tabletop, that right knee is on the floor, and you take your side plank. Okay, so a lot of options here. If you're on your elbow, you can take side plank on your elbow. 2 more breaths. Beautifully done. Let's bring the left hand down. Throw in a chaturanga if you want. Down and up. Then left hand comes to center, rolling onto the outside edge of left foot. Side plank. Breathe. Nice work, everybody. Right hand comes down. Center plank. Roll forward on the toes. Slowly lower down. Extend the arms out to your sides. Bring your big toes together so they touch. And we will take flight. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Tenting the fingers as you land. Inhale and lift. Legs 2. Exhale and lower. 2 more. Up. And up. Nicely done. Let's grab the right leg behind us. So you're going to bend your right knee and take a good old quad stretch here. Lift that thigh up in the air. Left leg is relaxed. Try this on the other side for me. Relax the right leg, bend the left knee, reach back, squeeze, and lift the left thigh. Lower that leg down. Send the arms out to the sides. We're going to bend that left thigh, lift the left thigh, and use it as momentum to help roll over onto your right side body, stretching that right shoulder. may put a pillow under your head or a block if you have one. Let's try the other side. Gently roll out. Left arm extends, right thigh lifts and helps create momentum to roll you over onto the left edge of your body. So if you can, I'm not sure that everyone can, but that left arm is perpendicular to the length of your body. Yes. Nope. Yep. If that feels okay. Good. Beautifully done. Let's unroll. I'd like you to take the quad stretch one more time now that our shoulders are so loosey, loosey juicy. Reach back for that right foot. See if that's a little easier for you. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good. Try the left side for me. I keep my face on the floor for this. It's less taxing on the lower back. Work from the hip flexors and the quads here, not the lower back. Excellent. You're going to take those hands now after you release your feet and try to push up and do a plank walk back. So the hands walk back to your feet. Yeah, plank walk, backward walks are really, really good for the core. Press the feet into the floor and just rise up slowly. Just like you're one of those marionettes, just loose everywhere. Sweep up nice and high. Let's see if we can replicate that quad stretch in a balance. Okay, so weight goes into that left leg. The arms sweep down and you reach behind you for the right ankle and foot. And again, two-handed here. There we go. Thighs together, shoulders drawing back, chest is lifted, hips push forward. Quad stretch. We'll take that leg. Great job, everybody. Bring it in front of you for figure 4, Bishna Ghosh, tree position. So this is like a standing half pigeon. And you can take your arms and just reach for the floor here to deepen that hip opener. Rise back up. Take your right heel and place it on the inside of your left thigh or left calf, finding your final tree pose. Breathe. Express yourselves. Movement is the medicine. And motion is the potion. Good. And tree release. Nice work. We'll take the other side, okay? So here we go, my friends. Starting with that quad stretch. Weight goes into the right leg and reach back for your left. Point your knee down. Shoulders roll back. Stabilize here. Then take it to the figure 4, standing half pigeon. Staying here or starting to round forward with arms in front of you for safety. So we don't ever want to go down with a bent knee unless your hands are on the floor first or on blocks. Beautiful. Let's rise back up. Take that heel, bring it to the inside of your right leg. Tree pose. Transcend. Meditate. And tree release. Good work, everybody. Let's put our heels to the outsides of our mats, a little bend in those knees, and just take some coat sleeve emptying here. Maybe flap your wings. Just take any motions that your body's asking for. Those heels are separated. Circle sweep. Hands meet in prayer. Draw them down, taking a yogi squat with you if that's in your practice. Looping one elbow to the inside of each thigh. Maybe going side to side a little. Flattening the lumbar spine, so make sure you're not leaning forward. Find that nice flat lower back. And then pushing into those quads. Standing up. Squeeze through the buttocks. Yeah. Two arms come down. Let's take that one more time. Two arms lift up. Breathe in the stretch, hands in prayer. Draw down. Ready to launch? Ooh, very hard to do that. Good. Arms come down. And you'll bring the feet closer together. Circle sweep up high. If my calculations serve me right, you're all on the back of your mat. Forward fold. So with hands on the floor, you're going to walk forward into that high plank position. Point the tailbone straight back behind you. Crown of head forward. Hold your plank. Breathe. Roll forward on your toes, elbows squeeze in and bend, low plank. And this time we surrender. Okay, so chin can be on your mat or left ear on the mat and face your head to the right. Or right ear on the mat and face your head to the left. How are you guys doing at home? Bonnie, you're watching us. Hello, my dear. I wish you were here in studio with us, but I'm so happy that you are where you are, safe. And we'll see everybody soon in studio. The vaccines are very successful. If you faced one way, face the other way to give your neck an even stretch. So we found the best way to drink with the masks on is to get a cup that has a metal straw, and then it just kind of goes underneath. It's pretty cool. Okay. Ab time. Ready? You guys ready? Ready to work those abs? Okay. Roll over on your backs. And your heads, let's see, yeah, heads face the front and feet will face the back, so that's cool. Okay. Oh, the past few weeks we've been doing this. I think it's pretty effectual. So let's see, bend the knees and put your feet on the floor. Bring your hands behind the lower region of your skull. It's called the occipital region. That's where the neck and skull meet. And splay the elbows out. We're going to raise the upper back 2 inches off the floor or higher. And bring your toes up, knees are bent, calves are perpendicular to the, calves perpendicular to thighs, yet parallel to the floor. And then we lower the toes, and then the head comes down. Okay, so shoulders up, legs lift, legs lower, shoulders down. Shoulders up, legs lift, legs lower, shoulders down. Shoulders up, legs, legs, shoulders. Shoulders, legs, legs, shoulders. Shoulders, legs, legs, shoulders. Take 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Beautifully done. Rest your head. Keep your hands where they are. Splay out those elbows. Now, the legs come up first. Okay, so keep those knees above hips. Keep your calves perpendicular to your thighs. So with legs in the air, shoulders lift, shoulders lower, toes drop. Legs up in the air, shoulders lift, shoulders lower, toes drop. Legs up, shoulders lift, shoulders lower, toes drop. Legs lift, shoulders up, down, toes drop. Legs lift, shoulders, shoulders, legs. Legs, shoulders, shoulders, legs. Legs, shoulders, shoulders, legs. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Nicely done, everybody. Walk the feet to the outsides of your mat. Let's windshield wiper those knees one side and the other. When your knees are to the right, leave them there. Place your right ankle on top of your left thigh for a beautiful twist. Look over your left shoulder. Both shoulders are on the floor. Breathe. Let's switch out sides, releasing the left thigh from the weight of the right ankle, bringing the knees to the left, and placing your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And look over your right shoulder. Let's release that thigh out. Some more windshield wiping. And we started the class by bringing our knees above us and stirring them. So return to the stirring of the knees. And then take your happy baby. Bring the hands to the insides of the feet and press the knees down. We'll bring our feet together. Hold the backs of your thighs. And let's roll up to seated. Yeah. Bring your heels together. Hold the ankles. Press the thighs down, just finding a bound angle position in the legs and a rounding forward with your head to your feet. Just a nice forward fold to get into the core of who you are. What I'd like to challenge you to try to do is hold the insides of those ankles, or actually hold the toes or the feet, and see if you can't rise and try to just lift those legs in the air. It's harder than it sounds. You got it. Good job. And what you want to do, this is what I'm working on at least, is not use my back for this. I have a bad habit of using the back. So you want to press from the middle back toward the thighs. Okay, yes, it's a whole different posture then, isn't it? You guys got it. For me, that's extremely challenging. Okay, good. And this is the place from where you will compose your boat pose. Okay, so find that boat. Hmm. We can either hold this 30 seconds, or you can start rowing to help distract you. Belly draws in and down. Halfway through. 5 seconds. Okay, sit up. Grab your shins. Look over right shoulder. Look over left shoulder. We're going to take that sequence one more time. So soles of feet together. Hold your ankles. Squeeze, and we round the back here. After that sweet little hiatus, grab your toes. You know, if you really want to be playful, then you fold your fingers into your toes, one finger in between each toe. So sort of like when you clasp your hands, or hands folded as they used to call it when I was little, you can fold foot to hand, so one finger in between each toe. Look at you go, Shravya. Excellent. Here we go. Ready, guys? Whew. And you'll see it's a nice, the knuckles are getting that nice tourniquet effect. And the toes as well. When you squeeze firmly, you're stopping the blood flow. When we replenish it, it's very healthy. Those knuckles will be flushed with fresh oxygen. Ready to take that boat? Find your boat. 30 seconds begins now. So many options in boat. You can bend your knees. You can anchor the boat with hands behind you or holding onto the legs. You can straighten your legs. You can take a half boat, a full boat. You can alternate between the two. Oh, look at that. Only 5 seconds remaining. Okay, release. You did great. You're going to lie back. Take that right shin into your hands for wind removing pose. Interlacing those knuckles, the fingers, squeezing firmly, again creating that tourniquet effect in the hands. The hands that we worked so hard today. Drawing your right thigh to the right of your rib cage. Knee up towards shoulder, left leg's relaxed. Feel the low back flat on the floor. Take the sole of that right foot, place it on the inside of your left thigh. Tree pose, reclining. Arms can sweep up tall or out to your sides, or crisscrossed over your body, hugging yourself. Release, and we'll take the other side. So wind relieving on the left, interlacing those fingers and squeeze. Let's bring the the left heel to the inside of right thigh. Reclining tree. Let that left thigh just relax. Let the hips open. Arms wherever they serve you. And breathe. And here you can ask yourself, is there any other posture my body's asking for before final Shavasana? And if so, now is your chance. And to our dear, loyal TV audience, Phil, thanks for joining us. And Bonnie and anyone else out there, to our dear TV audience, thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. with Dima. We're here every morning at 9 a.m. So you go out there and have the best day of your life ever. This is Amy signing off. Peace.